Hey yo, rise and shine, fam. We back with another trade setup vid. And as you can see on the screen here, yo, today we took a lesson, right? It's a part of the game. And the truth of the matter is, just like day and night, like hot and cold, it's wins and lessons. It comes with the game and you can't be afraid of it. And every single time you want to learn from it, right? So I'm going to show y'all how I got into this setup and how I could have potentially taken some early exits and what I could do differently in order to, take minimal lessons or take a small win next time, right? So let's check it out. So I was looking for a sale. It was a red box here in this yellow box that is currently yellow. It was red at first, but obviously when we broke above here and closed, it turned colors. So I took an EC coming out right here. Uh, Took the EC, it came down into some blues, came down into some nice blues, found some support, and then retested. And as you can see, we had a swing arrow, we had a BM, we had many shapes. Now, what can I learn from this? I'm going to do three things that I can learn from this. The first thing that I can learn from it is this box right here. This was not on top of this swing arrow. This box was not on top of this high that it made. So that was already an imbalance that needed to be cleaned up at some point. That's the first thing that I can learn. The second thing is, so I always talk about the supreme line, right? And as you can see, this supreme line never got violated right here. Now, right here, when I had my EC, it did retest and engulf the EC that I took. But notice it did not break my supreme line. So I stayed in. I let the trade work. I just let the trade work. And as we came down here, we broke above my supreme line. Now, this is where I can do something better and I can take responsibility and say I did not get out when it broke my supreme line. Now, it did break the supreme line and it also printed a swing arrow. Do you see the swing arrow right here? So that means when it breaks the supreme line and it retraces, breaks this swing arrow and then retraces, above here is buy stops, which is pending orders that are above and looking for the buys, right? So that was one exit strategy I could have taken was the swing arrow. The second exit strategy I could have taken was the break above the supreme line. And another exit strategy I could have taken was this BM. These two BMs right here were great exit strategies while I was still blue. As you can see, it tested back in here again and printed more. Now, why didn't I take these? Because I make mistakes just like the next person. You know what I'm saying? I make mistakes just like the next person, but I learn from it. Every single time I strive to get better through all of the lessons. So that was like three ways that I could have gotten out. And the last way that I could have gotten out with an early exit was simply looking and seeing that we had a cross and then we had the supreme line go red. Now, what was I doing? Why did I stay in? I got into that frequency of hope a bit, it's a part of it. And I was hoping, it came into this box and it played a little bit, retested, and then broke back down. Now, what lesson can you take from that? Stay away from hope when you're trading because it's not a game that you want to have a lot of hope in. You want to execute upon what you see, and that's it. You don't want to have a lot of hope because hope can get you caught up into drawdown. Hope can get you, you know, into the invalidation area, but that's a part of it, right? So right here, that was like 4 exit strategies it gave me, plenty of them. And like I said, yo, I'm learning, I'm growing just like anybody else. It's a part of the game. I accept it because I didn't over leverage this right here. This invalidation area is where it took me out of the market. And that's just a part of it, yo. Throughout the journey, you learn a lot about yourself and how to, because sometimes in the past, I've held this thing. Like if it had broke my stop loss area, I just hold it. I'm like, yo, it's gonna turn around at some point. But at this right here, it was just like, yo, I'm gonna let it take me out because that's just the risk that I set up for. If you're gonna be willing to accept the reward, you also have to be willing to accept the risk, right? So that's a part of it, yo. Uh, I just wanted to share that, continue to be transparent, share the journey, because if I'm going to document the journey, I'm documenting, like I said, the wins along with the lessons, because That's how people are gonna learn best, and that's how I'm gonna learn best. So not gonna sugarcoat it. Made some mistakes, didn't do what could have been done to take minimal exits or early exits or minimal profits, you know. But the main thing is you always want to win more than you lose. And I don't put any blame on Colors because Colors did his thing, yo. Uh, just like any other video, yo. I hope you was able to take some from it. It's a part of the game, you know. So with that being said, yo, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you can learn something. Hope you can take something from it. And, you know, we got a new week coming up. It's a new week, new trading day, new month coming up, you know. Got to have a positive perspective upon it. What can you learn? What can you do to get better? And that's exactly what I'm doing. And we're gonna get into some new setups. We're gonna get into some new setups. We're gonna execute, you know, we're gonna calculate risk and we're gonna let the trades work just like any other time. And best believe next time if I run into this same situation, no matter what chart it's on, it's the 15, 30 hour, no matter what chart I'm trading on, I'm gonna learn from this lesson. I'm gonna come better from it. Speaking that into existence right now. So uh, like I said, hope you enjoyed. And until next week, we're gonna get some new setups, man. And with that being said, I'm gone. Let's get it.